Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. We're pleased to be joined by a regular guest on this podcast, Taylor Hoar. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Now I should probably say 2025 KDDP finalist, Taylor Hoar.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. First time I came on, it was before even being announced to be a semifinalist last year. So
Yeah,
kind of full circle to be back as a finalist.
yeah, for sure. So just tell me like what it's been like since it was announced that you were going to be a finalist.
Yeah, it did. It's been very cool. I felt like pretty famous the day that it was announced just because all the messages and phone calls and all the social media love that was posted. So that's been pretty awesome. But also just really we've been able to have some time to ourselves to take it in and still thinking about it each day is just kind of cool because obviously it's such an honor to carry on Alan's legacy and be a part of this prestigious program. So I'm really thankful and just feeling so blessed to be in this position.
Yeah. Yeah, no, because I know you've gotten the chance to get to talk to a lot of people, and I think we picked obviously for full context, I do work for the program, and we did pick a pretty good interview guest for you, someone you know personally. What was it like to be interviewed by Dave Moody?
It was awesome. When I got the call that I got in the program and was told that I was going to be interviewed by Dave Moody, it all kind of came full circle because Dave's been an immense supporter of mine and my dad's, and actually helped get my primary sponsor for my Thunder Road car. So it's really cool that he gets to do it and that followed me along for the rest of the year. But just very full circle from fellow Vermonter who's how he see how far he's made it in the motorsports world. So. Very, very exciting.
Yeah. So, first, speaking of Vermont, you and Dave are from there.
Yeah.
The first ever finalist from the state of Vermont, I should say. What does that mean to you? Because the semifinalists, we've had three coming from that state. What does it
Yeah.
mean to be the first um, finalist from the state of Vermont and also the first female finalist since one of your good friends, Kate Ray?
Yes. It's really such an honor. I love this little state of ours, and I don't think I ever want to leave or go too far unless it's for racing. So it's pretty cool to get to represent the state of Vermont because, not many big things come out of this state. So it's very cool to be able to represent Vermont, but also just be another one of the ladies of the program because the ladies that have been a part of the program are some great drivers and have some great stats. So, and especially a dear friend of mine, Kate Ray. So, it's been pretty cool to have her in my corner and have her kind of coaching me, how to get where I am now. So, feeling very honored and blessed that, I get to represent Vermont, but also, continuing on being a lady in the motorsports world.
Yeah, and we talked about this before, and I'll bring this up to you again. The role that it's always been defined of all these different things that what the role of the woman in motorsports and all that stuff. And I know that's something that you and I have talked about. Where do you think that is at right now in terms of racing?
I think it's going up. I think that we're starting to see more and more girls come into the sport, which I love to see. I think that you hear of all the girls that are in racing just because there's so few. So it's really exciting to see that. I love getting to be a role model for the, even not even just the young girls of the generation, but just anyone who's inspired by it because I think it shows that, with enough passion and perseverance that you can do whatever you want to do if you, put your mind and heart to it. So, I think it's really cool for the racing world, and I think this is, one of those little things that are going to add to the steps up. I think it's never ending, and I want to see more girls in this sport. And so, I love to support the girls in racing, especially up here in the Northeast. I love to be in the corners of all the girls that are racing. So, it's pretty cool, and I'm hoping that what anything I can do is going to help the next ladies of the generation.
Yeah. Okay, so your plans for 2025 are going to feature you at where else? Thunder Road. Run the weekly series again and maybe some ACT tour races here and there.
Yeah.
What's 2025 got in store for Taylor Hoare?
Yep, so we're gonna go points chasing at Thunder Road. We're gonna be realistic when it comes to championship battle because anyone who's ever been to Thunder Road or follows along knows that anyone can have that championship just depending on the week. So we're gonna just be realistic there and trying to have clean, solid finishes and get our set up books really thick and really try and learn more about the car, and myself learning more about the car and the track too. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to do two of the three Walls Platinum races. We're going to give one of the races to my dad, actually, so he can prep for one of the ACT races. But
Um,
I enjoy going and helping him. And I learn a lot from him, obviously. So that's fun. But we're going to be at both Oxford races with ACTs. So I'm really excited about that. I haven't been there in over a year. So I'm really excited to get back there now, having a year of late model experience under my belt. And then I think we're going to try, if Thunder Road allows, just because we all kind of depend on our schedule on how Thursday night at Thunder Road goes. Because, if the car doesn't come back in one piece, we don't want to risk, stressing ourselves out or risk our backup car other racing. But, we're looking at Star Speedway, and have thought about Seekonk as well. But just being realistic for our Thursday night shows, because that's the main priority for us.
yeah, of course, Thunder Road every Thursday night. You can catch it on Flow Racing as well. So also, the program is, racing is just a part of it. There's also the other stuff that you do, and possibly the social media side, stuff like this,
Yeah.
the charitable side of things. How excited are you for that side? Because I know you've been planning and talking to a lot of people on, what to really do with all this.
Yeah, no, it's a bit almost overwhelming, but in such an exciting way. I'm really excited to get to work more in the community, and be involved in charities. I've really worked hard being a part of Thunder Road's Race to Read program, their nonprofit literacy program, and then, working with Camp Tecumseh last summer and just being a part of that. And it's very inspiring and cool, but, I'm excited to be more involved with stuff like that this year. But also just so many other things you gain from this program. And I'm really excited to get the opportunities to learn and grow and develop in every way that I can.
Yeah. I'll leave you on this. What does it mean to be a KDDP finalist?
Oh gosh, that is a tough one to answer, just because there's so many right answers, just because it means so much. Alan was just such an incredible race car driver and a person. So it means a lot to be following in his footsteps and continuing his legacy. So it means a lot. And, I'm really excited to be alongside the four other finalists to represent Alan.
Absolutely. All right. Taylor Hoare, thank you so much for the time as always, and we will talk to you soon.
Thank you.